guys, Ashley here. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. And if you were already subscribed to my channel, welcome back. So in today's speed build, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to use different colors for the exterior of this house. You guys know me, you guys know that I love my neutrals. So I used a minty green for this outside of this house, and also I went in with purple landscaping. And you guys are probably like, whoa, Ashley, that doesn't sound like you at all, but I love the way that this house turned out. I did reference a photo on Pinterest of the exterior of this house, and I'm not exactly sure what kind of house this is considered. I don't know if it's considered like a colonial or maybe like a modern colonial, but I'm just calling this a family house. I created this house for 4 Sims, so 2 adults and 2 children, or teenagers perhaps. The rooms are designed more for teenagers. I didn't do a lot of toy clutter, but you can always throw in some toys if you would like. Now, this build, I had a extremely hard time with the roof, so I ended up cutting that out because it was like 20-30 minutes worth of me just messing around with the roof, and I thought to myself, I don't even want to watch this, so I doubt you guys want to watch this. And I went in with these floral walls from Jungle Adventure. Not walls, they're like floral, I don't know, what do you call that? Like, they're not vines, like, but you guys know, like, I don't know, like, I just think I'm rambling now. But yeah, I went in with all purple landscaping. I threw a little bit of white just to break it up a little bit so it wasn't too intense. But I really like the way that this house turned out. You wouldn't think minty green and purple would go together, but it does. It is absolutely beautiful. And the photo that I did reference, they didn't have purple landscaping. They had like just white. But I didn't want to do white landscaping. Like, I just wanted to do something a little bit more fun. Now, the exterior is very bright. The interior, I did do like a minty color like in the kitchen and hallways, and then I did break it up by doing like neutral colors for the rest of the house, like beigey colors, but like light beige, like very airy, very fresh, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm just making up words to explain this house now, but let me know what you guys like think of the color scheme of this house. I am definitely more drawn to neutrals personally, and in real life, that's the colors of my house are very neutral. But you know, it's The Sims. It's fun. Like, you want to have some fun sometimes and, you know, go crazy with lots of fun colors. But yeah, I just added some of these like floral, like flower, I don't know what they're called, like flower, oh my God, I don't know what they're called. I'm having like a brain fart. Flower boxes. There we go. Oh my goodness, you guys. I really need to start writing notes down. I know I said that in a previous video and I have yet to do that. So I definitely need to work on my note-taking skills for when I am doing voiceovers. So yeah, this layout of this house is pretty simple. It's like just room by room by room, very broken up, not very open concept. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. Because like I said, if I'm right in saying that it's a colonial house, they tend to be like closed off. Like, all the rooms are closed off. There's not really any open concept. So you'll see like the kitchen's a separate room, the dining room's a separate room, the living room's a separate room, and so on and so on. So I kind of wanted to keep that like consistent through the house. And then the kitchen, I ended up going with these kind of warmer wood tone cabinets, which I absolutely love, especially with the minty kind of green walls, because the glass kind of looks a little bit minty for the upper cabinets. So I think that just really tied in with this kitchen. And I did want to put like an island in this kitchen, and I could have most likely, but it just looked a little bit off and a little bit too like tight in space. Like in real life, I don't think people would want to have this like kitchen and this island that takes up this like huge part of the kitchen. Like, and it'd probably be very awkward to walk around. So yeah, I just ended up eliminating that island and just kind of making this kitchen just go along like I guess like half the kitchen walls, if that makes sense. And I do add like a little breakfast nook into this kitchen. If you wanted a bigger kitchen, you could remove the breakfast nook and add more cabinets, but I thought it looked good, and I thought it just like really kind of tied the whole space in together by having that little breakfast nook instead of like a formal dining room, if that makes sense. And then I did pull in a little bit more of those teal colors with the backsplash. I love that backsplash. It is one of my favorites. And all the different swatches it comes in are absolutely amazing. So for this house, like I said, I didn't really have a theme. Like I wasn't going for like modern or like, you know, rustic or anything like that. I kind of just wanted it to look consistent and well put together. Like the family in this house like really does take care of their furniture and their items. So I kind of went in with like just things that just tied together very well in this build. And I actually really love this kitchen. I love the way that it turned out. I think it is absolutely perfect. And I don't know about you guys, but my favorite rooms to do in houses or speed builds, I always say that, in Sims builds, there we go, are kitchens. They're my favorite. I think the kitchen is the heart of the home, and it's the most fun in The Sims for me to do. Dining rooms, living rooms, they're okay. And then obviously I really love doing bedrooms. I think those are like a lot of fun. I think I actually enjoy making children's rooms better than like master bedrooms. Kids' rooms are just always so much fun. And like I said, because I have such a neutral palette in my own personal house, I really like to have a lot of fun with like the kids' rooms in The Sims, like going with a lot of fun colors, bright pinks and blues and purples and yellows and all the colors of the rainbow. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this house turned out. I think it is just the absolute perfect family house. Very like light and airy, like I said before, and I want to do more pastel color houses. I think it'd be a lot more fun. I really need to break out of my neutral palette for sure. So yeah, if you guys want to see more colorful houses in the future, just leave me a comment below. Or let me know if you prefer neutral houses, because I'm actually kind of curious if people just like neutral or colorful, or maybe they'd like a mix. Or if you guys have any ideas of any houses that you would like to see me build, just leave me a comment below, because I do have a notebook and I write everyone's ideas down. I did actually have someone suggest that I make a home for a celebrity, and I am working on a modern house. I'm hoping to have that edited and do a voiceover in the next few days. But I do know that it's, you know, Christmas time, and a lot of people are kind of winding down right now and spending a lot of time with their families, depending on, of course, what holiday that they celebrate. But I'm not really sure when that modern house will be up. I'm gonna try to get it up before Christmas Eve, but I'm not 100% sure. I might just leave it and post it after. Just because, like I said, everybody's most likely going to be busy with their family over the next several days. But yeah, on to the next room in this build. The next room that I did was the dining area, and my inspiration for the colors in this dining room was this rug. I don't think I've actually ever used this rug before, and I really liked the color that I picked because I thought that it matched the wallpaper or like wall colors perfectly. And I did break up some of the teal color in this build by going in with like neutral colors, just because I didn't want the whole house to feel too matchy-matchy, if that makes sense. And this dining room, it's a good size, but when I was actually trying to place a little bit of extra furniture, found it a little bit tight, which was a bit surprising because I thought it was a decent sized room. Maybe if I had used a smaller dining table, it would have been okay. But still happy with how it turned out. And then the living room, like I said, not like what I said. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. I keep saying that. Like I said. Well, no, I did not say. In my mind, maybe I said, but not on the voiceover. So this is the living room. And with the living room, I still used that teal colored wallpaper or wall paint color. And then I did go in with a mix of woods. I did lighter colored woods and darker colored wood. And I kept this room pretty simple. I just added a couch, and the couch I used is, oh my goodness, was it from Parenthood? I think I used the one from Parenthood. Don't quote me on that. Like I said, I'm still trying to learn all of the items because I am fairly new to building speed builds, and I just bought a whole bunch of like game packs and stuff packs, so I'm trying to figure out where everything is from still. But I used the couch and I kind of made it into an L shape because we still don't have sectionals in The Sims 4, which is something that I hope they will do in 2020 because that would be really nice to have sectionals. And this couch, it works. I mean, some of the pillows kind of look a bit funky in the corner because they kind of overlap, but if you're not really paying attention or looking for that, they look okay. And then downstairs, I was able to get an office. I was going to make this like an office slash games room, but I just decided to keep it as an office just because by the time I added the bookshelves and the desk, it was a bit tight on space again. This is actually a decent sized house, but because it's very boxy and not open concept, the rooms do feel a little bit smaller. But yeah, I just made this into an office. I added a desk, a laptop, things that you would find in an office. And I really like how this office turned out. I think it's absolutely perfect. And the colors, again, I used that same wallpaper that I used in the dining room. And then I loved using these bookshelves to make it look like a full wall of books and bookshelves. And then I also went in with this kind of like fuzzy slash like furry carpet, and it's my first time using this carpet and I love it. I am going to use it in so many builds in the future. Like I said, I am still fairly new to playing The Sims 4 again. I took a hiatus and I didn't play for years and years and years. So when I started playing The Sims again, I added like a whole bunch of expansion packs and game packs and stuff packs. So I'm still going through all the items and realizing there's many things that I have not used in any of my builds. And now we're on to the master bedroom upstairs. And I was going to use the same wallpaper that I used in the dining room, but I didn't want to go too crazy or I shouldn't say too crazy. I didn't want to make it look like every single room was the exact same. So I went in with this wallpaper here, and I picked this wallpaper because it still was in that color palette of the dining room and the office, and it just looked perfect. And I used this bed and these nightstands from, are they from Discover University? Yes, I think it's from Discover University. And I just love this color. It matched perfectly to the wallpaper and the rug I meant. And then, like I said, this room was a bit awkward. I could have maybe shuffled the bed down a little bit to put a dresser in, but I kind of just added this reminds me of like a Pax wardrobe from IKEA. So I just added that and then put a TV in the parents' room and then just a little bit of decor. And now we're on to one of the kids' rooms. This could be a room for a older child or perhaps a teenager, possibly. And I wanted to go in with a very light pastel yellow. Like I said, I wanted to use color, but I didn't want it to be like super crazy, like neon colors. So that's why I went in with like more pastels. And this room I pictured for this kid would be, maybe she was a bit of a tomboy, or maybe she was like girly, but she liked to do things like skateboard and, you know, play sports, and maybe not necessarily into playing with like girly toys. Maybe she likes to play with like girls' toys and boys' toys because they're all fun. And I would be the same way. Like, I grew up, I loved like Polly Pockets and Barbie, and my sister was the complete opposite. She was about like Lego and cars and like Hot Wheels. Like, we had the best of both worlds. Like, it was awesome. Like, because I would build like a Polly Pocket village and we would use her Hot Wheels cars for the Polly Pockets, and it was awesome. Do you guys remember Polly Pockets? Does it still exist today? Because I feel like I have seen some commercials lately for things that look like Polly Pockets, but I don't know if they're actually Polly Pockets. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, like, what is one toy that you remember as a kid that doesn't exist anymore, or perhaps like they've brought it back out again? Like, I always find that feel like things come in like around in like circles. Like, you know, Furbies. Like, I remember when I was a kid, or my sister was a kid, like Furbies were like a huge thing, and then they kind of like disappeared for years, and then all of a sudden, like a few years ago, they were popular again, but now they're not popular again. It's crazy. Like, these trends just come and go like so fast. But yeah, now we're on to the second room for the child, or the second child, I should say. Sorry guys, I'm recording this really late at night, and I feel like as the minutes go by, my brain is turning to mush and I'm getting tongue-tied and not knowing what to say. So I do apologize, please bear with me. But yeah, for this room, I pictured perhaps maybe a boy being in this room. Like I said, doesn't have to be necessarily a child, it could be a teenager. And I created a little gaming corner for him with his own TV and gaming system. And then I went in with a black, white, and gray theme for this room, which I love. Gotta love my neutrals. And that's about it for this room. Nothing too crazy, nothing too exciting. Pretty plain. I didn't go too crazy with clutter, just like enough to make it feel like lived in, but clean lived in. And yeah, like I said, that's about it for this room. There's not much left for this speed build. I do go in to the backyard and I put a pool and add more landscaping. The pool takes up quite a bit of the yard, so I was a bit like bummed out because like I thought the yard would have been bigger, but it wasn't. And I also ran out of kind of space for like a laundry room, even though this bathroom is fairly large for this house. So I kind of just added the washer and dryer to the parents' like master bathroom. And I did cut out the other bathrooms in the house. There is a half bath downstairs and a bathroom for the children of this family, but they're all identical. A lot of the times I do make my bathrooms like identical. Like, I don't know if that is the same like around the world, but where I live, most houses, unless they're older and they've been renovated, like if they're new homes or spec homes, the bathrooms are all the same. Like, they're just like same tile, same everything. Like, I guess it's just cheaper that way for the developers because they can just like buy things in bulk and then be done with it. But yeah, let me know if you guys live somewhere where every bathroom is different, because I'm really curious. Yeah, so moving on to the outside, I did the outside of this house last, which is not something I normally do. Usually I do the outside first and then I do the interior of a house. But yeah, for the backyard, I just used the same plants and flowers as I did in the front yard. And I do add a pool in the backyard, which is a lot of fun. I've never had a pool myself, but I am envious of anybody who does have a pool because that is just awesome. But yeah, that is about it for this video. I hope you guys loved this video. I had a lot of fun making it. And if you could like, comment, and subscribe, that would mean the world to me. And if you guys can turn on that notification bell, it lets you know when I have uploaded a new video. And until next time, I hope you guys have an amazing day. And yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for videos, leave me a comment below. So until next time, bye!
When you came over, my heart was on its way out. I wasn't sober, and I was thinking out loud. I spoke of your bravery, your wit and audacity, of coming over and letting go of it all. Please move close to me. You love differently, so move close to me. Love me differently, differently. You lay beside me, you held my hand in the dark. I started fighting, 'cause I was scared of